In the last video, I bought this crashed VT Commodore for only 950 bucks from the salvage auctions, and I thought I got an absolute deal. Two of my best mates came with me to the salvage auctions to help me pick up this car. We brought it back to the shop, and that's when I found out I scammed myself. This honest looking low kilometer VT looked like it was going to be a breeze to fix, but later I found out it had catastrophic damage. As you can probably tell, the damage is pretty extensive, and I was doubting myself on whether or not to keep the car. So I asked you guys, and I got an overwhelming amount of comments telling me to save this VT. So here we are. Just me and this crash VT, which I have my work cut out for me. So let's get started. I got an overwhelming response from last video saying how you guys wanted me to fix this car, and to be honest, I want to fix it as well. We got to start somewhere, and I think the best place to start is to get this thing off the hoist, put it on the ground, take the door off, rip up the carpet where obviously the footwell is quite literally inserted itself deeper into the footwell, and see what we're really working with, because at the moment it's very overwhelming. I don't really know where to start, but we'll take it off the hoist first and just start stripping it apart. Getting the VT off the hoist wasn't going to be an easy task, as I literally turned this thing into a tricycle in the last video, where I removed every single suspension component from the damaged side. I had to lower the car onto a jack and basically simulate it having its front wheel. Either I've got some sort of brain impairment, or the engineers of Holden had one. Can anyone explain to me why you can't unbolt the hinges from the body and you have to smack this pin out? I know most cars have that and you can take the pin out and drop the door, but what was wrong with bolts? I'm having to use a flathead and a hammer to get them out. And of course I don't give a crap about this door, but when I get my new one and I bolt it on and I care about the paint, how are you supposed to do it without freaking smacking the crap out of it? Don't know. But we'll keep going, seems to be working. Oh shit, fucking hell. All right. One door. Fucking hell, this thing's fucking heavy. Whew. Next, it was time to take apart the interior to reveal the damage that was inside the car. I removed all the plastic trims, including the glove box, to try and reveal as much damage as possible, as this was going to be crucial in deciding how we were going to repair the VT. What is this car, man? So now I can show you guys a little bit more of the damage inside. Now I've got the glove box out the way. I've got this broken side trim out the way as well. So as you can see, the ECU is very much on the piss. The impact managed to shift the ECU towards the back of the car. And as you can see here, it's bent the bracket. I don't know what this is for. I think it's probably to hold the ECU on. But I'm about to lift the carpet up and see the extent of the damage that's going on here. All of this, like behind the glove box, was all broken. So it's not really giving me high hopes for the fact that I was planning on not pulling the dash out, but now I might actually have to pull the dash out. And if it's gone that far, yeah, it's a big job, big job. But let's see what under the carpet looks like. I've just been taking the inside apart. The whole glove box area has been taken out, side trims, and you can see the damage from the inside right there. That is the firewall that's actually come apart from the rest of the body. That big crater looking thing is all the seam seal that's cracked off, and this side of the car has basically separated from the firewall. So the more I dig into this thing, the more damage I find, and I really had my hopes up with this thing, you know, keeping it and fixing it, because it is so nice, as everyone keeps saying in the comments, but I'm really starting to doubt the decision now. My ownership of the VT thus far has been an absolute roller coaster of emotions, from wanting to keep it and fix it to then finding more damage and seriously contemplating sending it to the wreckers. I needed a miracle to happen at this point. Well, I managed to get the carpet out, so let's see. Whoa. Holy crap. What the hell is going on here? The sound deadening crap underneath the carpet has all been torn to shreds as well. Oh, that did not sound good. It's all just broken apart as well. This is a very interesting piece of insulation, I must say. A bag full of styrofoam, but it has now revealed the flaw. There it is, guys. That is the very, very bent floor. So that is the outside of the car right there. As you can see, there's light shining through. I can almost poke my finger through it, but yeah. Yeah, it's completely split the floor at the bottom here as well. It's some heavy duty stuff. It's also bent the floor up on this side too. Completely split the floor from the frame here as well. So like I was saying, the deeper you dig, the worse it gets, honestly. Very not ideal, I must say. All right, so I'm about to get Rex's reaction. It's definitely a lot worse on the inside, and you're about to see.
I'm worried. I'm scared. This car's been nothing but bad news since you bought it.
Yeah, it's been a bit of bad luck, not gonna lie.
Oh, holy hell. Oh, Jesus. That's some solid metal, bro. Hang on, 2 feet.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is cooked.
Someone said that you were jealous in the last video. Are you jealous?
I'm jealous because it's a freaking VT, mate. VT Commodore. VT Commie. But I'm not jealous because these things are built like absolute dog shit. Like, what is that? You can't even unbolt the hinges?
Yeah, you can't unbolt the hinges.
No, that's just...
You have to knock these out.
And there'll be some, you know, person in the comments that's like a Holden enthusiast. Oh, but it's better, it's better. Bruz, 90% of the cars that I've worked on, you can literally unbolt the door. Like, what is going on here?
At this point, I was still unsure whether or not I was keeping the Commodore, as the damage was even worse than I initially thought, so I decided to clear my head and go to the auctions to see if I could find any replacements for the VT. We're gonna look around, see if there's anything worth bidding on, so let's go take a look. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, at the time that I was filming this, I was basically 100% set on getting rid of this VT. I even had the wreckers booked in to come and pick up the car. I had even contacted a few panel beaters for advice, and they all either said that it'd be a waste of time fixing it or it'd cost too much. But shortly after I got back from the auctions, the miracle I was hoping for finally happened. You guys really thought I was gonna get rid of this VT? Hell nah. I have some excellent news. So as it's pretty obvious, this car has quite a lot of damage, and as serious as it looks, and as many of you have pointed out, it's really not that bad. There's nothing structurally wrong with the car. It's everything that's just attached to the structure, essentially. So it means that it can be legally and most importantly, safely repaired. And the good news that I have is that I've actually contacted a panel beater friend of mine who told me that he is willing to repair this car. He came over a couple of days ago and inspected the VT, and he said, and I quote, "piece of piss." He said he's seen way worse on VTs. He's repaired Wova VTs, which this thing isn't. It's not on Wova, it's not listed as written off, where it's actually had proper structural damage either to the frame rails at the bottom or the top, the rad support. This thing basically has none of that. The worst is actually the rad support where the tabs for the headlight has been bent back, and that's it. So he's gonna come in a couple of days and start repairing the car, which is excellent news. But there are a few things that I need to do, which he's asked me to do. So let's get on to that. The first thing on the list was to take the bonnet off, as it would make it a whole lot easier to work in the engine bay, fixing the firewall and the floor. Then it was time to take out the passenger seat and the center console, as that is what my mate instructed me to do, so that we could peel up the carpet and we'll have a full view of the floor and where exactly we need to fix it. He also said that he was going to be bringing dry ice to lift up all the spray-on sound deadener that was put on from the factory. This was the biggest pain in my ass to take out. Compared to an AU Falcon, this has about 300 screws holding this freaking center console in. Well, at least now, the interior is looking quite barren, which means we can peel the carpet up even more and have a look if the damage extends on the floor more than what it presents to be. So what now? Well, I'm filming this on a Sunday. Tomorrow, on Monday night, my panel beater mate is coming and he's gonna start working on the car. So that is very good news. Unfortunately, there wasn't much meat to this video because I was fully set on getting rid of this car, as the damage that has been caused to this thing is far beyond what my capabilities are. Now, I'm not saying that I couldn't do it, but due to the fact that A, I have time constraints, B, limited funds, I'm not able to do a lot of the work. But my mate who's coming to fix the car, he's going to be walking me through every single step. He's going to be showing me, and hopefully I'll be able to document the whole thing. But if not, the next time you see this car, it'll either have all of the damage fixed or I'll be taking you guys through the whole process. Now, as for the extended damage that I found inside the car, let's take a look and I'll show you guys what I was talking about. So last night, as you guys saw, I pulled apart the rest of the interior where he asked me to. The carpet is pulled up, and over here you can see very faintly the floor and the sound deadening being all ripped up. Obviously that's cracked. I managed to free the ECU up as well, but in front of this ECU is obviously where majority of the damage is. The floor is completely bent in, as I've said many times, and also in there, which you can't really see that well, but that is probably the worst of it, where this cap over here might actually need to come off to actually get inside there. But nevertheless, this car is getting repaired. I'm super keen to see how this thing turns out, and hopefully after it's all repaired, we can start modifying it. But you know, baby steps, one step at a time, obviously. When I was taking the seat out, I made sure to check out the fact that these sort of bars here haven't been shifted, and they haven't, which is very good. Most of the damage sort of extends sort of to this point here, which is sort of the front quarter of the floor. And I'm really hoping that we don't have to pull the dash out, because I can't be bothered. That is, it's not a big job. It's a big job. It's not hard, but it's just very involved. And it's something that I'm definitely not looking forward to. But if it means that we revive the good old VT, then so be it. But I need some help from you guys. As you can see, the car is completely stripped apart and I'm in need of some panels. So starting from the top, passenger side headlight. I'm after a executive front bar as well, preferably with this chrome stripe. Obviously a fender, as well as a V6 front subframe, which as you can see, it's been ripped out. So the bolt has stayed in the frame rail, but the bolt that secures the subframe to the car, the hole has been sort of ripped open. Also, another thing that I saw a few of you say about the headlights flashing due to the airbags being deployed. I thought I found the problem, which was the airbag module underneath the center console right there, and I've actually unplugged it and the headlights are still going off. So is there another thing that I have to sort of replace, or do I have to get a new one and plug it in? Do I have to clear codes? Tell me in the comments below, because I'm not super well versed in Commodores. This is basically my first ever Commodore I've ever owned. Another thing which I've noticed, a bit milky, as you can see. The first question my mate asked me when I bought the car was, how are the valley gaskets? And I said, I don't know. I'm sort of assuming that the valley gaskets are gone, or valley gasket. I'm not sure how many there are. I haven't really looked into it. The oil is not milky and the coolant does not smell like combustion. So it doesn't smell like it has a head gasket, and it doesn't seem like it's got a blown head gasket. What is going on with that, guys? Also, if you guys have any recommendations or small upgrades that I can do to this car, you know, little tips and tricks while I'm repairing it, leave them down below, because I'm new to this whole Commodore thing. Like I've said before, I don't really know the ins and outs of Commodores like I do Falcons. Leave your suggestions down below if there are any sort of stuff that I can do along the way while I'm fixing, repairing, modifying this car. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys are enjoying the Commodore series, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.